What's up, guys? Killer Shrew Fan coming at you with yet another Mattel Jurassic World discussion video, and this is a doozy, this one. Recently, an Instagram user by the name of Tyrannocoenigseg, I butchered that name and I absolutely apologize for that, came across an early run of some new Mattel dinosaur figures. Collect Jurassic shared the images around as well, so you may have seen them from there already, but I will put a link in the description below to the original posting, so that way you can go and check them out for yourself. Anyway, Tyranno came across an early release run of some new Mattel figures, and they are absolutely insane. There's technically 3 of them. One of them we knew about already, and the other 2 we knew, but we had no idea about what exactly they were. So we're going to take a look at them. So first off, here on the shelf, you can see just at the bottom of the frame, the newly repainted Concavinator along with the new 2 models, and on the back of the box of one of these models, you can see Concavinator will be released alongside these 2 other models, so they will all be coming to us, hopefully very shortly, as one unit as part of the same wave. But getting into the models themselves, first and foremost, I'm going to start off with the Allosaurus. This one is kind of a repaint, kind of a retool, but it is a great step in the right direction. It feels like a very new sculpt, with things like the arms and the legs being the only holdover from the original Rorovores. Mattel has gone and added the spines at the back of the neck, behind the shoulders, and at the base of the tail, giving this thing a very Papo Allosaurus vibe, and it looks like the skull has a much more Tyrannosaurus feel in nature, and I think that, for me, is pretty cool. You kind of got a sense of Papo Allosaurus, you kind of got a sense of 2009 Dinosaur Salt Allosaurus from Toys R Us, and you kind of got a more T-Rex sense from it, which, for me, is okay. And I like that it's not that same box-headed sculpt as the Rorovore. Me personally, I never liked the Rorovore. It's honestly probably my least favorite of the Rorovores. And now we have got this awesome new sculpt from Mattel for an Allosaurus, and it is just gorgeous. I think this is definitely head and shoulders above the original. And the paint scheme, I also love the paint scheme. I love the way the lighter purple transitions into the darker purple. You've got all the speckling and spots going off in a cuttlefish-like pattern towards a nice neutral base tone, cream, sort of tannish underbelly. I think it all works so darn well together, and it looks fantastic. Yes, this one is definitely an improvement above the last, and that is something that I think is definitely something to celebrate, because usually I'm not a fan of these retools or repaints. I don't like them most of the time, but this one just shows that Mattel can learn from what they did right and what they did wrong, go forward with it, and make something even better. So great job, Mattel, with this one. Another great thing about this model is if you look at the back of the box, for the dual attack, you've got chomping action, which is to be expected, and for the first time, slashing action on a theropod carnivore dinosaur. How cool is that? Like, I can accept the tail swipe action on the dual attack herbivorous dinosaurs. I can accept it, don't love it, but I can accept it. But for the Concavinator, I don't want a tail swiping action. I want claw slashing action. You know, something a theropod dinosaur would do to bring down prey. So this Allosaurus is the first one to do that, and I think that is absolutely incredible. I don't know, hopefully the new Concavinator took this step, maybe, I don't know, but I personally detested the fact that they gave a tail swiping action to the theropod dinosaurs. It's just like, why do they need that? I think it's kind of a moot point in general, because you could just take the dinosaur toy and whap the tail yourself without having to push a button to do it for you, but the fact that they applied that to the theropod dinosaurs kind of rubbed me the wrong way. So glad to see that they took the Allosaurus and gave it claw slashing action. Absolutely awesome decision on Mattel's part. This Allosaurus also answers a burning question that a lot of collectors have had. With the release of the newly repainted Metriacanthosaurus, a lot of people have been wondering if we would still be getting that repaint of the Allosaurus that was kind of teased to us on the back of the Mega Dual Attack Stegosaurus, and it looks like, in answer to that, no, we will not be. The Metriacanthosaurus got that paint scheme, and now we are getting this retooled Allosaurus as the Dual Attack re-release. these, which I think, definitely works for me. I prefer this paint scheme to that garish red abomination paint scheme, and I prefer this sculpt immensely to the original Allosaurus sculpt. So I think this is a great bit of information, and it kind of puts my mind at ease for what they will be doing for the Allosaurus. Next up, we have got the Nasutoceratops. This thing is absolutely gorgeous. It is absolutely gorgeous. I absolutely love the red and the blue coloration, that patterning, all of that just works so well for me. The sculptural details are fantastic. They absolutely nailed the look of the Nasutoceratops with that bell-curved nasal ridge and the forward-facing ox horns. It looks absolutely great. Of course, with the attack features here, you've got the head strike and the tail swipe, which, for the herbivorous dinosaurs, definitely works for me. But honestly, looking at this thing, first impressions, this just might be my favorite ceratopsian that Mattel has given us. I don't know. We're going to have to wait and see until I get it in hand, but it is definitely, from first impressions, in the running for that title. That's how good I think Mattel did with this Nasutoceratops. I absolutely love the colors, absolutely love the sculpture, looks fantastic. Now, the other interesting thing to note about these models is the packaging. It is not your standard Dino Rivals packaging. This one has a sort of purple motif, giving it a sort of limited edition type vibe. I don't know if it's limited edition. I don't think it's limited edition. Forget I said limited edition. Press delete on that. But it's got this icon in the bottom right corner that says, as seen in Battle at Big Rock, which I believe has something to do with the Hobbs and Shaw short, Jurassic World short, that we'll be showing before that movie. I knew that movie involved a Nasutoceratops and an Allosaurus. I'd heard that through the grapevine, and I think this is what we will be seeing in that movie to some degree, in some capacity, in some way. I don't know exactly what that movie is about, what it's going to be, but if this is any indication, I'm excited to know more about Battle at Big Rock. Of course, hopefully that's an indication on when these things will kind of be hitting stores in a more general sense. That film is slated for release on August 2nd, so hopefully these will be coming to us kind of earlier than that. Obviously, this very lucky Instagram user got to see them tonight, which is incredible. I'm very jealous. So hopefully they'll be getting a more general release shortly here. But yes, they have to do with the short film Battle at Big Rock. I also heard it might have something to do with that sort of Netflix leak, the Cretaceous Camp, but I'm choosing to believe it has to do with Hobbs and Shaw because I had heard a Nasutoceratops and an Allosaurus were involved in that in some way. So that's my thought on that. But with the limited packaging, the special edition packaging, and the way that it ties into a short film that will be released this summer, leads me to believe that this Nasutoceratops and this Allosaurus will be the Pachyrhinosaurus and Allosaurus of the Mattel Jurassic World toy line. These things will be sought after, coveted, and hunted down like you wouldn't believe because they are so special, because they are they are deviation from the norm, and because they are meant as a tie-in piece. I doubt that they will receive as much attention as the rest of the Dino Rivals line because they are special, unique to the film. I don't know if that tracks, but mark my words, one day the Nasutoceratops and Allosaurus will be sought-after pieces of the Jurassic collection. So when these hit shelves, go out, buy. You might be able to skip the Concavenator, but this Nasutoceratops and this Allosaurus, get them. And I don't know why you wouldn't want to. They're incredible, incredible figures, and I am very happy with what Mattel have done with these two dinosaurs. As always, I want to know what you guys think of these things. Don't forget to leave a comment down below before hitting that like button and subscribing on the way out for more Jurassic content. I'll try to keep you guys posted as more information is revealed. And as always, I thank you guys so much for tuning in. And that's going to do it for us tonight. Killer Shrew Fan out.